When you leave this earth, it's just you. So you have to become comfortable with loving yourself, dating yourself, going out. Like I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking to myself too. When I make these videos, y'all, I'm talking to me too, like, cause I'm realizing these things, like, from experience of not doing them, where it led me nowhere. People pleasing, emotionally unstable, like, girl, emotionally unstable in these toxic relationships. I mean, back to back toxic relationships. Keep on meeting the same person in a different body. Why? Because I don't love myself. Nobody else is going to love you how you love you. And that's one thing I realized, like, y'all, I'm only 22 years old. I haven't been there that long, but I have been, I've been through stuff where, I'm pretty sure we all been through stuff where we like, okay, we had to learn from it. Like, that's a part of life. So what I'm learning is I have to love me before anybody else do, because nobody's going to love me how I love me. I have to do it myself. Like, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, when you go on your journey of like really getting to love yourself, heal yourself, and really like giving yourself princess treatment, somebody will come along where you don't even have to have that conversation. You don't even need nobody to tell you, oh, you don't get no princess treatment because you're not a princess. That's not true. You just have to see it in yourself. You just have to see it within, not on the outside, because you can look all made up and still feel like nothing. So not on the outside. You really have to look on the inside and realize, like, okay, you know what? We got some work to do. And you have to be honest, and you have to be accountable as well. Like, you really got to hold yourself. You got to be accountable. Like, you really do. And that's one of the hardest things, y'all. But when you on your self-love journey, you really got to be accountable. And you really got to, like, really, I'm being for real. You really got to be honest with yourself. And you really got to talk to yourself about things. Like, you got to be for real with yourself, because if you don't, nobody else going to do it for you. People going to tell you what you want to hear. People going to tell you things that they know not good for you. But a lot of people don't want to see you do better. They want to see you in the same position as them. They don't want to see you elevating your life. They don't want to see you becoming a better person. They'd rather see you in that same spot because they benefit from that. You shouldn't let not a man, not your family member, not your friends, not your best friend, not your cousin, not your boyfriend. You have to find that within. Like, you have to do the work on yourself. And I was just watching Maya Angelou, y'all. I was watching a video of her, and she said something so inspiring. Like,
I never trust anybody who tells me he or she loves me if the person doesn't love herself. There's an African saying which is, be careful when a naked person offers you a shirt.
It's like, we really take that for granted. Like, we really don't realize, like, that's why we're not getting to where we want to be at. That's why we're not doing the things that we really should be doing, because we don't really love ourselves enough to really do it. Like, we're not really pouring into ourselves for real. Like, we're trying to get validation from people that we don't even get validation from. We don't need validation from. The only person that we need validation from is God. In God's eyes, I'm a princess. In God's eyes, I'm worthy. In God's eyes, I'm enough. So, we really have to start believing these things so that we can live a better life, and we can really, like, start doing things that we really want to do, start living in our purpose, using the gift God gave us to really, like, get to where you need to be at in your life. We really have to stop, like, seeking validation from people. Especially men, for us girls. We really got to stop doing that, because at the end of the day, nobody is going to love you how you love you. When you leave this earth, it's just you. So you have to become comfortable with loving yourself, dating yourself, going out. Like, I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking to myself too. When I make these videos, y'all, I'm talking to me too, like, because I'm realizing these things, like, from experience of not doing them, where it led me nowhere. People pleasing, emotionally unstable, like, girl, emotionally unstable in these toxic relationships. I mean, back to back toxic relationships. Keep on meeting the same person in a different body. Why? Because I don't love myself. When you can tell when somebody don't love themselves about the type of people they keep around them. They let anything fly, like anything. They don't have no boundaries. They let anybody that come in their life, or they let anybody they love play with them. They don't have no boundaries, and they don't love themselves. When you love yourself, you're not letting people cross your boundaries. You're not letting people play with you. You're not letting people do those things to you, because you really have love for yourself. So you know you're not about to do that, because you already know how that's about to make you feel, and you already know that don't have nothing to, that's not elevating your life in no type of way. So you're not even gonna sit there and play with that. You know what I'm saying? You're just not gonna do that when you really love yourself. So that's what I'm learning. Like, y'all, you really, like, when I say, y'all, self-love, people be saying, throwing it around like it's just, no, like, to really become who you truly desire to be, you really have to do the work on yourself. And it is not easy. Like, y'all, I promise y'all, it is not easy at all. Like, I'm in the process of doing the work on myself. I'm trying to, like, really, I don't even like talking too much no more, because it's just like, I don't even want to talk too much. I just want to do it. Like, I don't want to talk. I want to do it. I don't want to keep talking, keep saying, oh, I'm trying to, I don't want to talk no more. I'm going to let the actions speak louder than words. Like, so I'm not even ready to talk about it, but I'm going to just say this. You really have to do the work on yourself. You really do. You really, really, you really do. And I'm the type of person that, y'all, one day I want to get married. I want to have kids. I really do want to get married one day. So I'm not saying I'm doing the work on myself so that I can get married. Like, no. But I'm doing the work on myself, loving myself, trying to be there for myself, trying to show up for myself when I'm sad, trying to show up when I'm happy, just showing up for myself. I'm really trying to work on doing that more, being gentle with myself. Just how I am with other people, I need to start having that energy for me. And you do too. Just how you show up for them people, just how you be there for them people, just how you always that person to them people, be that person to yourself. Like, you really have to, or you would never, you're going to feel drained. You're going to feel like nobody is reciprocating energy. You're going to keep feeling like that because you're not showing up for yourself. Because when you start showing up for yourself, it really doesn't matter whether people show up for you or not. It don't matter, because guess what? You have God and you have yourself. And first of all, God going to lead you to people that's going to show up for you as long as you keep showing up for yourself and seeking Him and following Him. He going to take care of that. All you need to do is show up for yourself and love yourself and really keep going. And the journey is not easy, y'all. Like, I'm living proof. I'm living proof. It's not easy. It's not easy. Like, y'all, I'm gonna be transparent. Like, y'all, like, and I don't even like even bringing stuff up from the past no more, but I'm gonna reflect on it, because that's a part of growing. Reflecting on stuff that you once was, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna reflect on it. I'm gonna be transparent. For so long, I felt like being sensitive, being, you know, the type of person I am was like a bad thing, because people don't really care nowadays. So it's like, when you're like an emotional person, it's like, you know, like, you're annoying. Like, you're different, because people is not like me. I don't fit in. That's what I do know. I don't fit in. I tried to be nonchalant, tried to act like I don't care. I done tried all these things, and they honestly make me feel worse. So I'm going to keep being myself, and I'm going to show up for me, and I'm going to show up for others, and I'm going to show up for people that actually love me and respect me, respect my boundaries. When you start growing boundaries for yourself and start really loving yourself, it's like, yeah, you might feel guilty. You might feel a little bad, but you can't keep feeling guilty about doing what's best for you. Because guess what? They ain't feeling guilty about doing what's best for them. And I'm going to tell you that right now. They don't feel guilty about doing what's best for them, so why do you feel bad about doing what's best for you? You always got to choose you. And it sounds so selfish, but for real, you do. Or you're just going to keep on being in the same situations that you're in. And I'm trying to tell y'all, it is not a good feeling being used. It's not a good feeling being a people pleaser. It's not a good feeling being taken advantage of. And if you're watching this video and you can relate to what I'm saying, then you already know. You already know it's not a good feeling. So really, like, you can change it. Switch it up. You have the power to change it. Switch it up. You don't got to be stuck in that situation you in. You don't got to be stuck in it. Switch it up. Create boundaries. Okay, yeah, you doing this. Okay, you know what? I don't like that. So don't feel like you got to deal with somebody. If it's messing with you, your energy and all that, no. Let it go. Let it go. Love yourself enough to walk away from anything that's not helping you grow. It's hard, yes, but after a while, you keep doing it, you'll get, it's gonna eventually become your lifestyle. You just ain't gonna deal with it. Like, okay, you know what, me and you, we ain't there. Boundaries. You gotta have boundaries for yourself, or you're gonna continue to be walked all over. I just want to say, the one thing that I want to tell you, that I want to end this video off by saying, choose yourself. Love you first, because you will not be good to anybody if you don't love yourself first. Start doing what works. And you know what works? Setting boundaries, walking away from people that don't serve you. You know, that works, because at the end of the day, yes, it's a little hard in the beginning, but baby, once you start realizing how peaceful your life is, it'd be like, you know what, I don't need them. That's how I am right now. I'm getting to that point where you're like, I don't need, you know, I'm starting to read books, and I'm starting to do a little different stuff now. Y'all, create new habits for yourselves. Y'all, I can really go on and on, but we're gonna say that for another video. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you even lasted this long, I just want to say I appreciate you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.